In this video, I'm going to show you how to add a glowing effect around a person right inside of Adobe Photoshop. So let's get into it. So once you're inside of Adobe Photoshop and you've got a photo imported, you're ready to go. We first want to begin by just unlocking this background because we can't do anything if the background is locked. So we'll just go over to this tab on the right and we'll press the padlock icon and that should unlock it. If for some reason that doesn't work though, then you just want to go up to this padlock icon, tap that, and that should unlock that layer for you. Now from here, we want to separate the subject from the background. So we can do this one of many different ways. We can go up to the polygonal lasso tool and we can draw a mask around the person. And then we can just copy and paste that layer like so. But the problem is I find that takes a little bit too long to do. So instead of doing that technique, we're going to go down to the next layer below, that is the quick selection tool, and select quick selection tool. Now from here, you can go and increase or decrease the size of your brush. Obviously, if your brush is, let's say it's 500 pixels, as you can see, the brush is bigger than the person. So you're going to want to decrease the size of that because we want to paint inside the subject. So I'm going to decrease this down to around 80% or so. And then, of course, before I move on, you want to make sure that your hardness is at 100%. There you go. Now, from here, we're just going to begin by just painting within the subject. You want to make sure that you create an outline perfectly around the edge of your subject. Now, I've done that pretty perfectly, to be honest, so I'm just going to copy and paste that. So I'm going to go Command-C, Command-V. That is if you're on Mac. If you're on Windows, I believe it is Control-C and Control-V. But if that doesn't work for some reason, then you can always just right click, copy, paste, and that will paste the subject into their own layer. But I'm going to get rid of that for now. I'm just going to turn that off and I'm just going to show you how to fix this if it goes wrong. So let's say you've gone around your subject, and as you can see, I've caught this part of the photo in the mask. So if I was to copy and paste this into its own layer, as you can see, that part of the image is going to go with it. So we'll just turn that back on. We'll do that same thing again. We've just added the left part of the image into our photo. So now, as you can see, if I'm not selecting anything on the keyboard, you can just paint back over that area and that should remove that. But the problem is if you do the opposite problem and you take away part of your subject and you wanted to add them in, then you can just hold Shift. And as you can see, it's very small, but you can see in the middle of that brush, there's a little line. The horizontal line means it's going to take away. And then if you hold Shift, it's going to create a plus. It's very small, so you probably can't see that too well, but it creates a plus. So hold Shift, and holding down Shift, you want to paint back over your subject. And then of course, if you go over again, you can just let go of Shift and just go over those parts of the image that aren't supposed to be there. So just keep going through this process and make sure that you get a clean mask around your subject. And once you do that, then you just want to copy that into its own layer. So Command-C to copy, Command-V to paste. Of course, if you're on Windows, that is Control. So we're just going to get rid of that mask and we're just going to turn our soloed layer back on. So from here, we're just going to go onto our soloed layer. So that is layer 1. We're going to double click, right click, go up to blending options. And then from here, we can scroll down all of these different styles and we'll go down to outer glow. Select outer glow, turn that on, and inside of outer glow, you'll see all of these different settings. So to begin with, I'm just going to begin by going up to opacity and turning it up to 100% so we can see what we're doing. Then we've got noise, but I'm going to keep this at 0. Next, we've got this box here. This might be a different color to you, but just select whatever box this is. That's just going to change the color. And I'm just going to create a white light. So I'm going to change that to white, but of course, change that to whatever color you want to change that to. Next, we've got elements, and you've got technique, softer or precise, leave that as softer. Spread you want to pull up to around 50%, and then the size is obviously the size of the glow. So as you can see, if I pull this all the way up to 250, it looks ridiculous. If you have this at 0, it's non-existent. So find somewhere in the middle, and then once you've pulled that up, you can now go back to spread, and you can adjust the spread. So as you can see, if we have that up to 100%, it's going to be a hard edge. And if we have this down to 0, it's going to be a nice soft edge. So pick a number where you're happy. So around there, that looks good to me, I think. And then next we've got quality. So at the top, we've got contour. So as you can see, changing this line will affect the look of the glow. So if I pull this top right marker to the top left, it creates a hard edge and it almost looks like a stroke effect. And then if I pull this to the bottom right, it completely gets rid of it. So choose somewhere that you're happy with, and of course the bottom left you can do the same to. So feel free to pick somewhere that you're happy with. I'm just going to leave it around there. We've got range. That's doing a similar sort of thing. So if we pull this to 0 or 1, it's going to give us a hard edge. Keep this at 100 and we've got a nice soft edge back. And then jitter, honestly don't see why it's there. It's not really making much of a difference. And there you go. Once you've pressed OK on this menu, you'll now see that we've got this glowing effect around your person right inside of Adobe Photoshop. So thank you for watching. I really do appreciate your support, and hopefully I will see you on the next video. See you there.